Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I have a very special guest with me today, Owen Dashner. He is an owner of Liquid Lending Solutions, which is a hard money lending business. He's also an owner of Red Ladder Property Solutions, which is a buying and selling property business. Right. Okay. He also owns 131 units currently between single family homes, multi-family homes, and apartments. And he got started in 2005. I'm super excited to have him here with me today, so thank you for being here.
Thanks for having me, I'm excited.
So today we're gonna be talking about a way that you as a beginner can sell real estate with almost no capital, no hassle, no tenants, no renovations, no stress, and make thousands of dollars, a way that's probably something you've never heard of. All right, let's get into the video. My name is Theo, and on my channel we talk all about ways to make money on the side, your financial health, and we also talk about improving your financial journey. I usually do not talk about real estate on my channel, but today I have Owen Dashner on my channel. He is huge in the Omaha industry, the Omaha market, so I'm super excited to have him. And he's going to be talking to us today about how you can sell real estate with almost no capital, no headaches, and make thousands of dollars, and he does it all the time. So first thing I want to talk about is how you've probably seen HGTV about flipping homes, renovating. You buy an ugly house, you spend months renovating it, you spend thousands and thousands of dollars, and then you sell it at the end of that time to make lots of money. You also have wholesaling, which if you've ever been into real estate, you know that you get a house under contract, and then you assign that contract to usually a cash buyer, and there's like a little finder's fee connected to that usually. You also have rentals. You also have buy and hold, where you buy a house, renovate it, you rent it out, refinance it, you can do the burn method. There's so many ways to get into real estate. But today, Owen is going to grace us with his knowledge of wholetailing. So what is wholetailing?
Wholetailing is, in a hot market especially, one of my favorite ways to disposition a property. So wholetailing is kind of a combination of wholesaling and a retail flip. So in wholetailing, you find a property. Typically it's going to be an off-market property, especially how competitive things are right now. You find an off-market property, you put it under contract, you actually close on it, and then you clean it up and clean it out, and then list it on the MLS basically for the highest bidder. And your end buyer might be somebody that's a do-it-yourself homeowner, they might be another investor, or they might be somebody that just wants to move into the house because it's in a great area and they don't mind doing a little sweat equity. It's really kind of the best of all worlds right now because it minimizes the amount of time you're going to have into dealing with the property and showing it and doing all the work to it, buying materials, meeting contractors. None of that is really involved in it. So I love it, especially in a hot market right now.
Absolutely. I mean, when I personally never have wholetailed a property before. When I heard about wholetailing, I know Owen does wholetailing a lot. It blew my mind how when I buy, I always fix it and rent it out. I always put so much work, it's so much stress, I put so much time, but how you can own real estate with no money down, which we'll talk about that here in a second, and just pretty much just clean it up, get in, get out, and make thousands of dollars of doing that. So in our own market here in Omaha, one of my personal friends, Dan Zimmerman, he's a friend of ours, he bought a property. It's a small little house. It was a landlord who owned this house. They had a tenant in it, trashed the place, so they ended up boarding up the windows, putting a danger sign, no trespass sign, horrible, just everything was really bad. So he bought this property for like $16,000. All he did was literally get a dumpster, paid some guys to clear out all the junk. He took down all of the plywood on the windows, took down the no trespassing danger sign, cleaned the yard up a little bit. I don't even think he mowed the lawn. He just cleaned it up, and he was able to sell it for over $65,000 with a $500 investment. And how you can do that with no money down is you can use hard money lending. So what Owen, he's an owner of Liquid Lending, which is also a hard money lending business. So you can work with a hard money lender to finance your deal and then really only have $500 in. So I'm gonna segue it for him so he can kind of talk more about Liquid Lending and what that looks like.
Yeah, as Kat mentioned, Liquid Lending Solutions, we loan hard money to other real estate investors in Omaha. Typically they're rehabbers or people that want to apply the BRRRR method by acquiring the property, rehabbing it, and then renting it out to a tenant, refinancing out of the hard money loan, and basically, ideally, having no money of their own in the deal, and then they have a cash flowing rental, or they sell it as a retail flip and make their profit and move on to the next. We've worked with a lot of newer investors with Liquid Lending who don't have a ton of experience, but they know what they're doing and they're able to locate off-market deals. So we then work with them to basically analyze and underwrite the deal, and we fund up to 100% of the purchase price. That way, someone that could identify a good deal off market, they can get the whole thing funded. And if they're going to end up wholetailing it, they basically just have a little bit of time and money into it, not much, and then they list it, sell it. They've got none of their own money in it. They've got profit, and now move on to the next.
Yeah, it's absolutely genius, and not many people are talking about it, so I definitely wanted to let you guys know about this option if you're interested in getting into real estate, but you do not have a ton of capital. So Owen, can you give an example for my audience of a wholesale deal that you've done that you saw profits and you didn't have much money into?
Sure, actually we just finished one about a week and a half ago. We found a property from a motivated seller. He was living alone in the house, wanted to move to a different place. It was too big for him, couldn't afford it anymore. The house needed a lot of work. It was in a great area, District 66. The house was in cosmetic distress, but other than that, structurally sound. We put it under contract for $180,000. We ended up closing on it with our line of credit, and we sold it to another investor for $215,000. And pretty much all we did was clean out the left behind personal belongings and give it a good cleaning. The property still did need a lot of work, but there was a lot of upside to it. So the rehabber that ended up buying it from us should have plenty of runway to put the money into it, sell to a retail buyer. So it should be a win-win-win.
Right. And when you get into real estate and you're able to see what deals are worth wholetailing versus rehabbing versus wholesaling versus holding, then this is just kind of like another tool in the toolbox when you're in real estate to kind of figure out what you want to do. And I definitely this year want to do some wholesale deals where I see so many and I want to keep them all. But, you know, wholetailing is definitely a way to go. You might be sitting here asking yourself, how do you find an off-market deal that has a lot of upside that you can wholesale? There's so many ways to find off-market deals. We're going to be making a separate video about that, so stay tuned for that. But even if you are looking on the MLS or you're working with a realtor, there's a lot of places that have quarter homes. And a lot of people they're not going to touch these homes. And this is a great opportunity for you to offer way under what they're asking and just get it cleaned up and just wholesale it. It can be an option for you if you are working with a realtor or working on market deals. All right, well, thank you so much for watching this video. That pretty much wraps it up for wholetailing. Thank you so much, Owen, for coming on.
Thanks for having me.
We will see you guys in the next video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. We will be looking in the comments for your questions. So if you have any questions for Owen Dashner, please leave it in the comments. And where can anybody find you if they want to reach out?
Yeah, we have two different websites that I help manage. There's sellmyhouseinomahafast.com and there's liquidlendingsolutions.com. I'm also on LinkedIn, Facebook, all the socials.
Owen Dashner on socials. All right, we'll see we'll see in the bloopers. All right, bye. Which is a liquid what is
Take two.
What is it? Liquid money lender, right? So liquid
hard money lending business.
Which is a hard money business. Right?
Hard money lending business.
Okay. And apartments.
Or it's Red Letter Property Solutions.
Oh, also solutions. Let me get a pen. Okay, take number 5. We're gonna be talking about how you can, okay, let's see. How do I want to say that? How you can.
Let me think about that for a minute.
Sure.
So what happens here? They like cut it, they edit it?
Oh yeah,
cut it out.
yeah.
Okay.
All the mistakes are gonna just be cut out.
Okay. So beautiful.
Thank you. All right, let's get into the video. Okay, so that'll be my intro.
I can't wait to see the bloopers.